Hello, I'm Pam of Healing Stars. This is a chart set for the 26th of January at 8 a.m. It's set for London. But notice where the planets are and what colours they're connected to apply this to wherever you are in the world. I've cut the aspects way back to show the clearest pattern in the sky to you. And we start the week, the moon in Aries, new beginnings. The South Node and Uranus are incredibly close now. This is an ongoing theme. It's all about karma, it's all about shock, awakening, Uranus, and it's at a right angle to Pluto, the ongoing story, which really builds up to March. Meanwhile, Mercury. Here's Mercury now. It's retrograde, 15 degrees Aquarius. It starts the week, and it's making a very good connection to the North Node up there, a trine, a flow of energy, and a sextile to the South Node and to Uranus as well. So Mercury, the messenger through the sign of Aquarius, is asking us to have perspective, to look above. Aquarius is the penultimate sign of the zodiac. It is connected to groups, humanity, people, and high ideals. It's a fixed sign, Aquarius, and just as the week begins, Venus is also there in Aquarius. The week is going to move quite fast to Venus moving into Pisces. Here is Venus. By Wednesday, Venus is now in Pisces. So the energy of the water signs is building, it's getting stronger. So Venus, Neptune, Mars and Chiron now all in Pisces. Venus moves into Pisces at roughly 3 p.m. on Tuesday, GMT. Now Venus is the planet of love, of relationship. In Pisces it's divine love, universal love. It's the highest vibration of Venus. So there's an opportunity to really join with others and bring in the prayer, the blessing that Pisces can offer. Pisces offers healing if it's not caught in the negative sides of Pisces, which can be addictions and sacrifice and the martyr. There's a lot of energy in the sign of Pisces, a lot of difficult qualities, because it is to do with the ocean. You think about the sea, universal, the sea. We're all connected by the ocean, but also it's got depths. Wednesday is also a key day because what's going on is that Mercury, here it is, Mercury, it's about 13 degrees of Aquarius, is now connecting directly to Uranus. Explanation. Genius, in one word. Mercury likes Uranus. They are friends with each other. Uranus is the higher mind, Mercury is slightly lower, but it can bring in ideas out of the blue, especially if you're naturally tuned in to that kind of energy. I've looked at the chart of Professor Stephen Hawking, a great genius. He has Mercury trine Uranus. That's a classic interpretation of somebody with an extremely inventive, creative mind. Although apparently he's not keen on astrology. No one's perfect. Anyhow, this connection of Mercury sextiling, because that's what it is, Uranus, happened the first time on the 14th of January. 28th of January is the second time, and it is, for those who like to know, 5:02 a.m. in the UK, GMT. So stateside, you'll be awake, but in the UK, most of us will be asleep. So to watch the dreams, that's because of sleep, watch the dreams. But the energy of Uranus can also come in any ways, Mercury, Uranus, unexpected messages. What do you see in your world? Because we all live in different worlds. We all observe different things each day. So let your journalist mind, your observant mind, come to the fore on Wednesday. By Friday, what's going on is that Mercury will then join the Sun. That's going to occur exactly at 13:45. I'm keeping the chart to 8 a.m. just for simplicity's sake. You notice also there's a very good sextile that day of the Moon and Jupiter. Very, very positive. Sun and Mercury, when they're joined, Mercury is combust and then consumes under the rays of the Sun. Therefore, it is not a good day to make decisions, especially not to buy computers, mobile phones, anything to do with communication. It's an excellent time to go within. One astrologer calls it, you're entering the throne room of the king, which is the Sun. And Mercury, the messenger, is bringing messages all the time. Either he's going outward in front of the Sun, where he's been recently. He's now come back like a scout. He's come back and delivered the message. Then Mercury will move behind the Sun, and in that sense, he's in the underworld. He's like a psychopomp going deep. And that's a perfect time when Mercury is retrograde for all of us to reflect, to go within, to absorb every communication we have all been receiving throughout January, basically. Mercury is going right through Aquarius. The whole sign of Aquarius started at 0 degrees. It will go retrograde and station again at 0 degrees Aquarius. So it's a real sweep through the sign of Aquarius. And because of this good connection to the nodes of the Moon, positive qualities are occurring. But that day, Friday, my advice is tune in, but don't, as I said, don't make major life decisions on that particular day. The observant among you might also see what's happening through the week, and Friday we get, Thursday and Friday, by the way, the Moon is incredibly active through this week. It's in the sign of Gemini, and on Thursday it's going to connect with 5 planets through the course of the day: Venus, Saturn, Neptune, Sun, Mercury. Friday, Mars, Chiron and Jupiter. So it's incredibly active. That means that everyone is emotionally evolved this week with whatever is going on. On Saturday, the Moon goes into its own sign of Cancer. Any other news to report? Yes, on Saturday, what we have going on Saturday is Mars will then join Chiron. There it is. It's been moving through Pisces. It was past Neptune, but now it's on its way to join Chiron. It can be a good process for healing. If you know that acupuncture is a very Martian healing technique because it's using needles, tools, anything like that. So Chiron, the purpose of Chiron is to be the healer. It is also, at the same degree as Pluto is, the god of the underworld, the god of the unconscious. There's something that can come up into your awareness in a positive way next Saturday. Bear that in mind. Also, with the Cancerian moon, the moon is again, it's in its home sign, so emotionally very, very favoured. The other thing that's going on is on Sunday, that's when Venus will start to join Neptune. See there's Sunday, you can see by Monday, that's what's going on next Sunday. And that is a very spiritual time, full of grace, full of the divine, perfect. I mentioned meditation a lot, of course, but the breath, mindfulness, I just discovered some technique of getting to sleep quickly. It works. I used it last night. I can share that easily with you if you're a subscriber. But that sense of, the bliss, the highest vibration, music brings that. The movies can bring that. It's worth, if you are a movie buff like myself, go see a movie that takes you out of yourself into a wonderful world, a paradise world. It's not a time for doom and gloom. Truly, it's not. It's to be conscious of healing and also life force. That's a week briefly. So remember, it's a water sign week with all these planets in Pisces. That means healing, but that means emotional. It can be if you're a very Neptunian person, if you are a Pisces or Neptune is in your first house of your chart, you are somebody who really feels everything that's going on. So to be overly, to recognize that about yourself and be aware of it in the week. I've just seen, of course, Sunday, 8 o'clock, here it is, the moon starts to vibrate and trigger the T-square we have already with the nodes of the moon and Pluto. The news always reflects what the planets are doing, or rather they happen at the same time. It's called synchronicity. As above, so below. Things are very much a focus on Nigeria at the moment, and the children that were captured and the destroying of so many people. And it is in the news this week. And prayers offer to those places in the world where you feel a connection can really be of value, can really help and support. Blessing people is it's not difficult to do. It's by intention. And certainly I would see that there's a story brewing about, of course, about families and about children by next week. So with that, I am going to end this presentation. Please subscribe to my website, healingstars.com. I'm offering a lot of very beautifully illustrated PowerPoint presentation webinars at the moment. I call them masterclasses. And even if you're not an astrologer, because I present with so many slides, people love the visuals. And my next is on Mercury retrograde. So please sign up on my website to know when it's happening and sign up for it. Thank you for watching. Pam Carruthers at healingstars.com.